It all started with 16 teams, and now there are only 2 that remain: the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks, preparing for their showdown on Thursday. But before we dive into this upcoming battle, let's reflect on what this journey means for each team and how they arrived here. After stealing Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis in the offseason, the Boston Celtics entered the regular season with the Avengers assembled in their starting lineup. They concluded this historically dominant season with a record of 64-18, one of the best in NBA history. This team was destined to be successful, and anything less of an NBA Finals appearance would be considered a failure for this roster. But they are in the finals now, and they proved everyone that they could get here. On the other side of things, the Dallas Mavericks were looked at as a decent roster during the regular season, but towards the end of the season, they dominated, looking like the best team in the NBA, as they climbed through the fiercely competitive Western Conference and clinched a playoff spot with a record of 50-32. However, doubt was still there though when they started the playoffs, but now they are in the finals. Both teams have found their rhythm, and this matchup feels destined. Just a few years ago, Kristaps Porzingis was a Maverick and Kyrie Irving was a Celtic. It's like the teams swapped stars and found success. Crazy to think, but this was both of the teams' destinies. Now, looking at what it means to win for each team, the Mavericks are looking like the underdogs, and winning would mean a lot for the Mavs. For Kyrie Irving, a victory would prove the world that he doesn't need LeBron to win. He would gather his second ring and be the veteran talent leading his team to success. For Luka, his duo, at the age of 25, he would prove all haters wrong and shut down the expectations that were set on him his whole career. Coming into the league, everyone doubted Luka's ability to succeed in the NBA, and straight away as a rookie, he proved these people wrong, showcasing that Europe has significant basketball talent. Throughout the rest of his years in the NBA so far, he has proven to the world that he is the future of the NBA, and expectations mean absolutely nothing. It's crazy to think that people put that high of an expectation on a 25-year-old to win. LeBron wasn't able to win his first title until the age of 27 with the Miami Heat. Jordan and Jokic never saw championship glory until the age of 28. But this is crazy at the age of 25 that Luka is expected to win. Also, rookie Derek Lively is already in his first NBA Finals in his first season. Winning to him would show the world how historical this season has been. He has contributed a lot to the Mavs playoff run and can show everybody history. Lastly, to the Mavericks, a championship would mean a lot, as 2011 was their only championship victory. Before then, they never experienced the winning feeling. If they win this season, it will go down as one of the best playoff runs in NBA history. For the Celtics, winning would be less significant as they already have 17 title victories. Regardless, it means a lot for the players and even the coach. Jason Tatum in his career has already experienced a lot of playoff winning and losing. He already has made 5 conference finals appearances and a finals appearance in 2022 at the age of only 26. Like Luka, Tatum has experienced so much pressure to win in his career, and he is only 26 years old. The pressure comes from mostly being a Celtic and constantly making conference finals. The rosters he has been on have been great in his career, but this season's roster is the best he has ever been on. So their expectation to deliver is higher than ever. Tatum is great and proves people wrong, but I feel bad that his whole career has been pressurized to the max. For his duo, Jaylen Brown, he hasn't lived up to his own expectations for himself.
So, 28-year-old Jay, how many championships 28-year-old Jaylen got?
I'm not going to jinx myself, but it's at 6 years. I'm going to go ahead and say 5 or 6. Go ahead and say that.
So you win in the championship every year from here. I don't want to
jinx myself.
You already did.
Now, obviously, he set his expectations a little too high, but winning would mean a lot, even if he thought that earlier in his career. He has been great his whole career, and he would show the front office of the Celtics that he is worth the money he makes. For Drew Holiday, He would have his second title victory as he won one with Milwaukee in 2021. And for the Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla, a title as a coach is tremendous. But at the age of 35, a title as a coach would be even crazier. And what is mind-blowing is that he is the first coach since Bill Russell in 1969 to make the finals. Bill Russell served as a player/coach that year, so the Celtics didn't really even have a true coach. And if the Celtics win the finals, Joe would be one of the youngest coaches of all time to win an NBA title. For the Celtics, winning would show the world that this roster is one of the best they have ever put together. Historically, this championship would mean a lot for the Celtics roster. However, maintaining a lineup of 5 all-star caliber players is financially challenging. There's a decent chance that this roster won't stay together next season because their starting lineup would take up 80 to 90% of their team funds. Unfortunately, this might be the last we see of this roster, or winning a championship might be the beginning of a dynasty in Boston. For the Mavericks, winning or losing, their roster is likely to stay intact, as Luka and Kyrie have proven to the world that they are the best duo in the NBA, and players like Derek Lively, PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford have transformed the defense of this Mavericks team. In Game 4, Kyle Anderson has the ball in the 4th quarter, and the Dallas Mavericks are already up 3-0 in the series. Gobert comes to set him a screen, but he passes the ball to Cat, who cuts right on Washington, and then Gafford's here for the help, showing that defense is better than offense. And it's this defense that has transformed the Mavericks from Gafford and Washington, but Gafford on this play. The Mavericks acquired Washington and Gafford during the trade deadline, and they have been amazing. So winning for the Mavs might also be the beginning to a dynasty in Dallas. Regardless of all this, the Mavericks have made one of the craziest runs, and winning would be the near future for this team. And the Celtics breeze through the East like wind on a cold night. Winning would be history for them, as many players on both teams would be making history in the process. Both teams have stacked rosters, and there are many different reasons to their successes. The Celtics and the Mavericks will face off and play Game 1 on Thursday. I believe this matchup can be historical, but also could be dominant. I'm not sure who to pick winning it all, but who do you guys have winning it all? And thank you for watching. I appreciate everything you guys do, especially the positive messages, and subscribing is free, but God bless all of you.